Good afternoon. My name is Amy Bird, and I am here today to speak to you about the famous author Abraham Stoker. Slide 1. Abraham Stoker was born in a suburb of Dublin, Ireland on November the 8th, 1847. According to Terry Scarborough, a professor of English at Oakhagan College in Canada, Stoker is recognized as one of the most prominent Gothic authors of the Victorian era. Although he was an accomplished athlete, a journalist, a biographer, an author, a theater critic, and a theater manager, he was best known for his Gothic masterpiece, Dracula. Stoker was born with an unidentified illness which kept him bedridden until the age of 7. He was intrigued by the stories told to him by his mother Charlotte. According to the Encyclopedia of World Biography, the most influential stories were of the cholera epidemic of 1832, which claimed thousands of lives. These cruel and vivid tales began to shape Stoker's young imagination. These tales also sparked an interest in the supernatural and the occult. Slide 2. Despite his childhood illness, Stoker grew up to be quite strong. He attended Trinity College, the College of the Holy and Undivided Trinity of Queen Elizabeth in Dublin, where he was both a debater and an athlete. He graduated with honors in 1870. He obtained an advanced degree in mathematics, and in his pastime he wrote theater reviews for the Dublin Evening Mail. This pastime led him to a lifelong friendship with an English actor, Sir Henry Irving. Stoker married a Victorian beauty named Florence Balcombe in 1878. The newly married couple moved to London, where their son was born on December the 31st, 1879. Slide 3. According to Masterpiece, a Mississippi public broadcasting organization, while Stoker was in London, he became the business manager of the famous Lyceum Theatre, which was owned by his lifelong friend Sir Henry Irving. Stoker held that position for 27 years while he wrote his many novels and short stories. Slide 4. Stoker's first book was called The Duties of Clerks of Petty Sessions in Ireland. This book was written before he moved to London, but it wasn't published until 1879. It was privately published by John Faulkner of Dublin. Slide 5. Under the Sunset was a collection of 8 short stories that he wrote for children. The book itself was originally published as just a 190-page hardback with a cloth cover. Slide 6. Dracula was his 5th and by far most famous novel. According to Wikipedia, it was first published in 1897. The book itself was a relatively low quality 392-page hardcover with a yellow cloth cover that had printed in red the title of the book and the author's name. After being sick for the first 7 years of his life, Stoker overcame his illness to become one of the most prominent Gothic authors. He became a successful business manager of the Lyceum Theatre. In addition to his many years of service at the theater, he wrote many novels and short stories. His first published book was The Duties of the Clerks of the Petty Sessions in Ireland. The most famous of his published novels, Dracula, was published in 1897. Although it was not the first story about a vampire, it became the most well-known and has since had a huge impact in popular culture. It has been estimated that over 1,000 films have been inspired by his Dracula story. Slide 7. After becoming ill again in 1906, Stoker died on a Saturday evening, April the 20th, 1912. His death was rumored to be due to syphilis, but according to Terry Scarborough, the professor of English at Oakhagan College, it was due to a series of strokes. His body was cremated and his ashes placed in a display urn at the Golders Green Crematorium. Being a successful author was only one of the accomplishments of Abraham Stoker. He attended Trinity College, where he was an athlete. He obtained an advanced degree in mathematics. He wrote theater reviews for the Dublin Evening Mail. He was a husband, and he was a father. He was a successful businessman. As we have discussed, Stoker had several accomplishments in his lifetime. Slide 8. Dracula just happened to be the most popular accomplishment that Stoker achieved.